whenever that time, past whatever your limit is, 20 minutes, whatever, then it would just delete itself.
Got all kinds of toss bandits. Toss bandit.
All right, that's a good band name. I'm claiming it.
It's sold.
Yeah, you go. There were a lot of people like that, just real jerks on each realm. Either they were CCers, they switched from realm to realm to do that, or they were just people in the realm that were just shitty people. They a lot of times what they would do is they would go steal all the globs that was ammunition for the catapults and stuff, and they would steal all the globs out of it just so you wouldn't have ammo to shoot at the invaders with. So, yep, can't help that though. There are gonna be jerks in every game.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea, Scott. There's definitely a way to do like an overflow buffer, but it's still if it's too significant of a change to kind of sort of cater, I guess, to the idea of saving everything, then we'll probably say just deal with it. I think obviously there's kind of a logical distaste for how it used to be, but
Yeah, again, I want things to make sense as much as possible. It just doesn't make sense for things to poof.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you have to kind
little
of
goblin. Is he responsible for it?
Well, that's some games did. They had like a little imp that just came and literally imped everything. So it was like a little character.
And you find this cave where all the items go.
Oh my God, yes.
It's his stash.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think the end result of the old system is that items were more coveted after, and I'd rather have that than just hey, there's loot everywhere and you never really lose it. You just gotta find it again. It's just it seems kind of it's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. It's fun to think about, but I don't know. That's just me.
All right, so I've got the capitalist answer to all of our problems.
All right.
As items sit on the ground, they increase in value. And so the problem will just work itself out because everyone will eventually go pick it up and sell it.
Nice.
Capitalism solves all problems.
Or we'll do a microtransaction where every item costs money to unpoof.
There you go.
Yeah, I do like that idea, Scott. I mean, there's a very easy way to kind of implement that. I mean, maybe not implement it, but to kind of write it in a cool way. But again, it's like, would you really appreciate somebody else's gear, or your hunting set that took you years to put together or to save or to collect, if everything wasn't at risk of being deleted,
With most items, I don't even feel like this is even an issue because most items are replaceable. The only ones that I would even consider like maybe doing something special for are ones that are maybe tagged as invasion items, ones that are rare one-time drops, stuff that you can never ever get back, and maybe handle those a little bit differently. Every other item in the game, sure, maybe you can make them poof instantly, but maybe on those special items they should have a buffer overflow like Scott's talking about, or something to have a chance so you can actually get those back.
Yeah, I do like that idea. It definitely sounds fun.
Scott, I read that is kill them as they scruffy. Thank you, Futurama. Kill them as Scruffy does.
Yeah. I think some classes. That's a good point. Some classes were a lot more difficult to maintain with gear. So, I think that in itself, it sure could drive people away. New players might be like, oh well, I have to find new gear. Like, where'd my gear go? Like, oh my god, they looted my fiery fang. Oh my god, and then they they don't play or something.
Not my lightning bug stinger.
Not my tattered cloth loincloth. It took me 2 days just to get the cloth to give to the Devilich to make me my loincloth. This is bullshit.
What was that? Your guild item, Dale? If it was like a tattered, no, it was something habric. I don't know how you pronounce that either. Like a rusty chain habric, herbrick. I don't know what it is.
I say hauberk.
Hauberk?
Hauberk. Or Hauberk, maybe.
I have no idea.
Hausenbergen, ja.
Yes, that's the new name right there.
New idea. The game is overrun with moles. When items drop, moles almost immediately grab them and dig a hole. You have to chase the mole to get the stuff out of the hole. Hauberk.
Hauberk.
A Dayak, you could fix your gear too much. Oh, like a durability kind of thing, permanent durability. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say. I think that you have one kind of issue, but you have like 3 or 5 supporting issues beneath it, so you can't quite fix one. So I think, from my perspective, and kind of the whole goal of the project to make it authentic, I think that we would test it as it was. And if it's really a huge issue, if it's a glaring issue, then it's something that we'll look into for sure.
Oh, shizzle.
And then we'll just kind of implement all these awesome ideas into little invasions. So we'll have super moles and goblins that take your gear and then turn it into better gear for like an invasion.
I want to find that cave that Dale was talking about where all the gear goes. I want to go to that small cave.
You have to.
That's just all the game's gear.
You have to hold all the idols for 5 days in order to unlock each realm specific loot horde.
Sweet.
I think I like that idea the most. Like each realm has its own thematic mythology, if you will. So each one will have, like the good realm will have. There's a hall in Asgard mythology that's a gift to like the good soldiers that die or whatever, and it's like all made of gold and there's treasure everywhere and it's only open at certain times of the year or something like that. Let me make something like that. Chaos gets nothing.
That sounds about right.
Wow. Do we need more rebuilt AG? Which area is AG? Or are you talking like...
He's talking about Arctic Glacier. They evidently did a full rebuild of Arctic Glacier and made it like this high-level zone. We could totally use more of those AG logs, Nix. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do at first. We're probably going to launch it as it was originally because that's how it is right now. And I hate to spend a lot of time on one area redoing it. So, and it's not like anyone will be able to go to AG for a while anyway. But yeah, I'll totally get them. I want to see what they did, what they changed, and eventually probably implement it like that. We're just trying to focus on the things that are the most immediate. The first, say, up to level 20 zones in each realm, and go from there. I stupidly was working on Cade today for some reason. I was like, yeah, this is like the lowest priority possible. Why am I here in Cade?
Because it's fun.
It's because I was reading Nix's logs, and that's where he was. So I was just like, oh, I'll go to Cade. Oh. What am I doing here? Damn it, Nix.
Yeah, I had the other day I had a message talking about a little more variety for the Sin class for training, and kind of brought up an interesting start of a conversation. And I guess my question now for everybody is, as far as training goes, did you feel that there's some skills that were missing or that could be implemented to make training a little more interesting, or to maybe specify your role a little bit in different areas? I know we touched on that one of our first streams, but your thoughts on that?
I zoned out and I was typing in. I didn't really hear you. I'm sorry. Something about sins and magic pixie dust and ice cream bars or something.
Yeah, and you're giving me all your silver and your invasion drops.
Hey, I'm keeping that damn Halo though. That Halo's mine. That lustrous, was it gingerbread halos they had?
Yep.
I thought or the candy cane halos, something like that. I need to go back and look at my log.
Yeah, more points to spend. I mean, did you feel like it was in hindsight it was okay because you could create a character kind of a definite way and it would have its flaws here and there, but that was okay? Or did you feel like, oh, I wish I could have trained this, or they should have had this, or just roll better? Hey, I mean, it wasn't easy, if you kept the character from the beginning, you most likely had some 16s and 10s and, an 8 here and there. Yeah, they definitely affected your training point total.
Should they though?
Well, I mean, they probably should, because it kind of takes care of a few mechanics at once, and it gives you an incentive to obviously have better stats. And in the common Dungeons and Dragons sense, to me, I guess, it shows that your character is more capable of training something else or more, if they are stronger, faster, more resolute, smarter, more wise.
So is this still DFC, or is it like a Rocky montage?
What about like leveling gear? Do you guys feel that say like if your bonus wasn't up to par, but right before you leveled you put something on that increased your constitution or your wisdom or intelligence?